Hey, what's up guys, my name is Cameron Gallagher, and today we're going to be checking out the new Triune Films Horror LUT Pack. Alright, so if you didn't see my video before, I reviewed Triune Films' cinematic LUT packs, which are a ton of awesome LUTs that were based on movies. And I was completely blown away. I thought they were so awesome. Now, just so you guys know, I have no affiliation with Triune Films. I use a bunch of different LUT packs and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, this is a review of their brand new horror film LUT packs. So if you don't know what a LUT is, you can check out the other video for a little bit more in-depth explanation. Basically, a LUT just tells the colors in your film what to look like. So it's a great way to emulate other films. And that's one of the biggest things that I love about this LUT pack, is that this LUT pack is named by films. So when you go through it, there's Seven, there's, Insidious, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's not Kodak this and that, or just some random name that I don't understand. So I think that is one of the biggest things that sets it apart from other LUT packs, is that it is it's easily interpreted. You can easily understand what that LUT is trying to do for you. Now, basically, my experience with LUTs is I love to have a bunch of different LUTs. I own a ton of Vision Color LUTs. I now own, obviously, Triune Films LUT packs. I own other couple LUT packs. And I think it's best that if you're someone who uses LUTs in your workflow, that you should own quite a few to get a bunch of different looks. So we're going to kind of dive into the horror LUTs pack from Triune Films and kind of see what they can do. So, I'm going to do this in DaVinci Resolve, but you can do this in any other program, including Final Cut Pro. I think you can use Film Convert, or I think you can actually do it natively in Final Cut Pro, Premiere Pro too. So, this can be done in anything exactly the same way. But I'm just going to show you two in DaVinci Resolve, just because it's a little bit easier. So, I made this short film just recently. It's called Ha Ha Ha. It's based on the clown sightings. Actually, Horror Society did an article on that. I'll leave the article link down below if you'd like to check it out. But anyway, so we have this kind of cool shot here where our detective, he's facing and he hears the clown behind him and he turns around and boom, we see the clown. So it's supposed to be a really creepy reveal. Now, we shot this with a 600-watt light back here. We had some atmosphere aerosol, and then we had a dimmed 300-watt tungsten, so it's nice and warm. So we want this to be really cold. We want this to have a nice cold feel, and we want it to be creepy. So it's kind of, what we're going to do is, I like to use the Rec 709 LUTs. But for this tutorial, we're going to do that. So this is what I like to do. So I like to go in, and on our first node, or if you were in Premiere, you'd basically just do it in the basic correction and then add this in the creative. But basically what I'd like to do is, so I don't want my highlights too bright. We don't want them, and obviously we're going to bring down our contrast. We want probably right about there. Let's play with those midtones. I don't really know where I want those yet, but let's put it right there just for now. And we're going to bump our saturation up just a tad, about 80%. So this basically is what turns your log image into a Rec 709 color space, something very similar. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click Alt-S. Now again, if you're in Premiere Pro, that would be done all in the basic corrections panel, and now you're going to go into the creative panel and use the creative LUT. So again, that's if you're working in Premiere, but if you're working in DaVinci like I am, we'll just add it. So let's go in, Triune Horror LUT, 3D LUTs. And we're going to go to Standard, because Standard is the Rec 709. Obviously, you can see there's the log versions. So let's see what we got in Standard. So obviously, we have a ton here. 28 Days Later, Black Swan, Insidious, It Follows. So let's try a few. My guess is that we're probably looking at something towards, let's try Insidious. That's a good film. So, okay, so this is a great example of what this does. So if we turn this layer off here, you can see exactly what this does. Now for me, this is a little bit too green. Now obviously if I wanted to dive in deep, I could always make another layer, and I could kind of pull the greens out just a little bit in like his face, and I could always qualify his face. But again, as just a base, that is a really nice and cool looking LUT. So let's see what else we got here. Let's try, this is the one thing I hate about DaVinci Resolve. Their menu thing. Okay, let's try something like Sleepy Hollow. That gives us a lot different. Let's delete that. So that gives us a totally different look. But as you can see, there's so much variety to these LUTs in what they do and how they look. let's go back in. Let's try one more, and then we'll go back and we'll check out the log formats. Let's do It Follows. So to me, this is probably what I would use for that grade. I might bring down the saturation a touch, but to me, that looks pretty cool. I really like that. All right, so let's check out the log. So if we were to do this in the log, so I'm going to delete that. I'm going to go back. And again, this would be exactly the same in Premiere. The difference in Premiere is that you would not use the basic correction. You just go to Creative and load this in. All right, so now we have our log format. So I'm going to go to Horror LUT packs. And that's one of the biggest things I love about this pack is that they come in all the different types of log formats. Alexa, BMD film, Canon, Red log, standard, and they also have the actual just generic log. So I'm going to use, because I shot with the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera, I'm going to use the BMD film. And now let's check out Insidious. And as you can see, we get a little bit different. Obviously, this is adding our contrast and all that kind of stuff for us, but it depends on what you're looking for and what your turnaround time is. So that looks pretty cool. Let's try some other stuff. Let's try Sinister. Ooh, see, that's got a nice look to it. See, actually, this is probably what I would go with because we have that nice warm skin tones here, which of course we could, use the qualifier here in Resolve or in Premiere if we wanted to change a little bit. And that just has a nice, it's a little desaturated, but it still has that nice green, but we still get the nice red and blues up in his shirt and in the balloon. So I would say that is probably something that I would use to grade this. So let's check out a different shot. Now this is a close-up as he is screaming and all bloody and nasty. I'm going to make sure this is set back to its original. All right, so anyway, this is our first thing. So let's go, let's drop in another LUT here. Whoops, that's the, I was actually using a different LUT for this. So let's go in and let's try, let's do the Babadook. That's a nice look. Yeah, see, I like that. That looks really good too. Now, what I would do, see, this is the perfect example why you don't always like to use log. So this was kind of a dark shot anyway. If we go back, we can kind of see that this was a little bit underexposed. So when you use the log, you're adding it directly on and you can't really change any parameters. I like to do this first. So what I would do in this situation is I would brighten it up a touch. Again, I'd bring my midtones up, but I want to make it nice and contrasty. But again, we're going to add some. So just to kind of flatten it out to where it should be. And oops, we're going to go Horror LUT pack. Let's go to the BMD film. And now we'll go to the Babadook. And there we go. We get a much better representation. And again, these LUTs, I cannot stress to you enough, these are awesome. They are just very easy to use. Like I said, I love the naming, so it's simple to understand, what the look that you're looking for, or what you want is in that LUT. And again, they're so simple. You can install them for DaVinci Resolve. You can install them for Premiere Pro too. So I completely recommend these LUTs. I mean, for $40, you cannot beat them. And again, they're awesome to add to the assets that you have. So please go ahead and go to Triune Films website. Check out their LUT packs, both the cinematic LUT packs, which you can see my review on YouTube for, and also the Horror LUTs pack. And don't forget to also check out the short film, the clown short film, Ha Ha Ha, featured on Horror Society. Or you can also check it out on my other YouTube channel. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and have a good one.